Help me! I can't stop playing! Hello there, everybody. This is Ira, and I'm back with more vintage craft. Look at my house. It's coming along, folks. It's coming along. I have obviously played quite a bit since the last video. I'm sorry. Oh, hello, chicken. Stay right there. Yes! Thank you! That worked out well. I've been a lot less worried about preserving the animals, and I found out that they do just kind of spawn in. So there's not any need to save them, especially since they don't breed. So much has happened, oh my goodness. I learned smithing. I started building another area in here, which will be for all the metalworking and that kind of stuff. And I might have it open on one side, have a little porch. The metalworking stuff, the mechanics are awesome. I had so much fun with it. I will have to show you guys some of that. I made a whole bunch more charcoal over here. I modded the game a little bit more, friends. Because I needed to, actually. There we go. I had the gamma up. I've been messing with the light a little bit. I've been messing with some of the crafting recipes. For example, because I have trouble with my wrists. Anytime I have to hold down the mouse button for like instead of just clicking, I have to actually hold it down. It puts strain on my wrist, and I can end up not being able to use computer for a while if I'm not careful. So stuff like mining and cutting down trees. It's not good for me. I have troubles as a result, and so I learned how to go into the. It's very easy to go into the files and find the information you need, and I just changed a couple of small things. I changed the durability of some of the copper tools. Only the pick, the axe, and the spear, I think. Oh, and the shovel, because those are the ones I use most often. I doubled the durability for all of the versions of that tool. So when I upgrade them, it will still be better. It will still last longer. But I won't be constantly having to mine quite as much in order to replace the copper, because it's really starting to irritate my wrist. And another thing I did to save on how often I have to cut down trees is I doubled the amount of firewood that you get from a log, from 3 pieces to 6, so I now have to cut down half as many trees. That's just for me, because of just accessibility reasons. Like, that's what I need to do in order to be able to play and not hurt myself. So I've got some spare stuff here. I've got some copper ingots. Let's go ahead. Have I got my shovel? I have not got my shovel. Let's grab my oh, my shovel broke. I need to make a new shovel. Fortunately, I have done that. Do I really not have a shovel? I guess I don't. Okay. Take the shovel head and go and dig out some. Oh, sunset. Look at the beautiful sunset, though. Can we just take a second, you guys? Watch the clouds drifting overhead and watch the sun go down? Alright, alright. I know, I'm always like stopping in the middle of the game to get images for my end cards and stuff. That's not good. Come on, Ira. People wanna sit and look at the sunset, then they can get the game and they can do that on their own. It's not expensive. I do recommend that people do so if they like the look of it, because it is super fun. And this is all the charcoal I've got. I think I said that I was going to make some charcoal on camera as well. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in bed. Yes, and I did sleep in the last episode, I think. I still don't have a roof. I'm trying to figure out materials for the roof. I've been having some trouble because I actually wanted to use clay bricks. There's these really nice blue clay bricks that you can make that look like just really spectacular building materials, but it takes so much clay. Nothing wrong with the video, by the way. It just really takes this long to sleep. There we go. Mood setting. I fiddled with the bed again. So 9 hours of sleep now. There was a conversation in the Discord over the last couple of days about the length of the day and the night, and how it feels like night is longer than day because the twilight feels dark. So just go take a peek up here. I spend so much time just literally looking around. It's not just because I'm recording and I'm derping up. It's also because I just like looking around. Is that a boar over there? I think that's a boar. No, wait. I think that's just some dirt. Guys, you can see things from so far away. The render distance is so impressive that I'm just constantly seeing little details and going, oh, is it a boar? Is it a boar? Because boars can still kill me. I also found out, by the way, that the drifters, the guys that I modded out, do drop something. It's very rare, but they drop an item that lets you change your spawn, which sounds like a pretty useful thing to have. So I think pretty soon I will change the config again And I will turn on the drifters, but probably at a reduced rate. So they'll just be like, they'll spawn in groups of 1 and 2 instead of in spawns of 8, which is what they were at by default. All right, let's make, what do I need to make? What do I need to, I need to show you guys how this blacksmithing works because it's awesome. Shift right click, there we go. I don't think I have to fill it up all the way. In fact, I don't want to fill it up all the way. Can I take some of that back out, actually? Come here. I'm trying to get like an empty hand. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, well. Because I don't need this much. And once you light it, you can't put it back out. So in that case, we'll make a couple of things. Let's see, what can I make that needs to be smithed? I already have a backup saw. Got my saw here. I've got shears here, which I haven't used yet. I've got a bow, and we're going to talk about that in a few minutes, because I didn't make that bow. A hammer, maybe a knife. Whoops, shift click, and then to light it, this is, by the way, it's a forge. It's made out of cobblestone, just like that, and I think that's it, actually. Yes, confirmed, that is it. So it's just you make cobblestone, which is rocks surrounding a piece of clay. Makes a couple of cobblestone, and then 7 cobblestone in a U shape will make a forge, and then you shift right click some... Dang it. You shift right click some charcoal in there, and you shift right click some ingots in there, and then you shift and hold right click with a torch, and it will light it. So, now we're going to do the very fun process, a spare bed here, of smithing. We are going to make something cool. So I'm going to wait for these things to heat up, and they'll change color. They will not melt away. You can leave them on here. It's perfectly safe. So I was a little worried about that at first. I was like, please don't melt away to nothing. We're waiting for it. Yeah, I was talking about these bricks. Okay, these blue bricks. To make 1 blue brick, you need 4 pieces of blue clay. So that's actually quite a lot. And then you need to cook them, and you have to use charcoal to cook them because they won't cook with wood. It's not hot enough. Then it takes, to make one blue brick block, takes all these materials. Like this. It makes 4, okay. Still though, it's a lot of materials that you need to make this, so I am hesitating now to try to make too much of my building out of this stuff. Anyway, these are ready. Shift right click, plop it down, and then you get this menu here. So let's see, I know that the axe and the shovel, maybe the hammer, take more than 1 ingot. I don't have a copper knife actually. Let's make a copper knife blade. I know I made one, but I don't know what I did with it. Anyway, F to open a menu. The menu is really important in this one, okay? So it's a little confusing looking at first. It's actually very simple. This one will cause the metal to spread out in every direction from where you hit. These ones will make the metal spread 1 tile in the direction it's facing, and this one will remove some. So all you need to do is fill up all the blue. So this is going to make it go to the left. You just left click, and then I need it to go to the right over here. Come on. The tricky thing is, it will count what you're looking at when the hammer hits. So if you click and then move the hammer, like this, you see that? So you gotta really be patient. You gotta wait for it to hit before you move the cursor. And that's it. That's all it takes to make a knife blade. It's not difficult, and I really appreciate that. In TerraFirmaCraft, it's really difficult. Prospecting, pick a plate. I don't know what the plates are for yet. Shear, shovel, spear. How about another spear? Spear's fun to make, and spears are always useful. Oops. By the way, if you do that, you right-click by accident and pick it up and then put it back down, it will remember what you've done. Which is super nice. It's such a relief. You don't have to panic. So you can see how I'm making the metal spread. Down there. Now we need a little more detail. Like this. And up here, I probably should have the anvil someplace a little bit more open so I can walk around it. Because those arrows are relative to your current standing position. If you end up tilted over like this, it can go in a different direction than you mean it to. You gotta be careful. Kaboom! Spearhead. Sweet. I don't want to waste any of this charcoal, so let's make some more things. Spearhead up here. Let's charcoal up. Put the charcoal in here, I think. There we go. So yeah, it doesn't take too long for them to heat up. Yeah, but the clay thing, I think I might modify another of the game's files, because it just, again, digging up the clay is holding the mouse button down, which hurts my wrist, and you just need so much of it. I mean, never mind the process of actually finding that much clay, but then digging it out, and then, yeah, the amount of time you have to wait to cook them takes forever too. So I might adjust, I might adjust the recipe for the bricks so that instead of 4 pieces of clay for 1 brick, you get 4 pieces of clay for 4 bricks. Just for myself. Arrowheads. I am tempted to make some arrowheads, actually. I actually found some arrowheads as well. And again, we're going to get back to that, guys. I have something super exciting to show you guys. Let's go ahead and make some... Ooh. This one. Gotta hold the hammer first. This one is fancy. Okay. Just do it like this. I think this might be the most efficient way. And then just clip off all the parts. Uh-oh. Out of materials. I think I have to shift-click another one on here, and it will add more material to it. Yeah. Whoop. There we go. Okay, now I can just clip off. Oh, there's a lot to clip off, though. Okay, so arrowheads are real fiddly to make. I mean, I guess that makes sense. They're real small and precise. But dang. This might even cool off. Oh, no. Dang it. What did I just say about being careful and being patient and waiting for the hammer to strike before you move the cursor? Come on, Ira. Practice what you preach. Sheesh. Oh, no, that one needs to be... This is a tough one. This is like hard mode. Now the real question is, do the arrows have durability? And can I pick them back up after I've used them? Because if they're permanent, then this is totally worth it. But if they wear out real fast, or if they get used up every time you shoot something, then this is not going to be worth it. Phew! 6 arrowheads. At least you get 6 of them. Okay. And this is out now. Okay, so we'll leave the ingots. We'll put the ingots in here. And where did I put those arrowheads? I think I put them... Here we go, put them there. Found some tin bronze arrowheads, a peasant shirt, a rope, and by the way, did you see? I've got a hat, a lackey hat, and a pair of gloves. I found all kinds of stuff, you guys. Where did I find these things? Well, folks, I'm gonna show you. First, I did promise to show off the process of making charcoal, and it takes some time, so let's set up some charcoal. I did get more sticks, by the way. I was so concerned before about the sticks. I did start finding a lot more when I started chopping down a lot more trees for firewood. This axe is almost gone. Fortunately, I've got a backup all ready and waiting. Sometimes when the trees are touching like this, you'll get all the trees to one hit. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. That was pretty good. It takes quite a lot of wood. Even with my doubling the recipe, it's still... These are all saplings that I planted, by the way. But yeah, it still takes quite a lot of wood, quite a lot of trees. So I'm glad that I made that change. I think it's important for me to be able to keep playing. Go. Funny story, by the way, while I'm cutting trees. By the way, I love that the particles jump off of stuff while you're hitting it with something. Look at those little particles. I think it's just a random chance for each color that's in the texture. It's so cool. I love it. But yeah, funny story. I was chopping wood up here. Oh god, this is such a mess. I gotta get these down. I'm not even using bamboo anymore. Up here, there were some nice, decent-sized oak trees, and I was like, yeah, I'll cut those ones down. Cut those ones down, get some firewood. Cut one of the trees down, and it turns out, my friends, that there was a beehive in that tree that I was not aware of. I didn't have the sound turned up high enough to hear the bees buzzing around. And I got attacked by bees, and it's one of those moments where I'm just like, oh, if only I had been recording that, because it was hilarious. You guys would have loved it. I wasn't recording. What can we do, you know? Maybe it'll happen again. I did find some other bees as well. And I'll show you that before we go and see my very special surprise. We've got enough piles here. Let's see. So you shift right click to put the firewood down. You can do this even if you're not making charcoal, just to store your firewood, so you don't have to use up a container, especially in the early game and you don't have the saw for the wooden planks. And you just dig a pit, and it can be any size and shape. The important thing is that there can be no... Get out of the way. There can be no spaces that are just air. You can have incomplete wood piles, and that's okay, although you get less charcoal, but you can't have any blocks that have just air that are empty. Otherwise, you will get no charcoal. It's pretty harsh, guys. Pretty harsh. So I need 3 more piles. So we'll run over here, run like the wind. Let's get these trees here. And then we're gonna light a fire pit on top, and then completely seal that in with dirt, and then you just leave it for a day. And it'll smoke like crazy, so you know that it's working. And then when it's done, the smoke will stop, and then you can open it up and you can dig out your charcoal. It's not a cheap process, and it's not quick. It's expensive and time-consuming, but it's really important because you need so much. I mean, you go through fuel so fast in this game. And I mean, again, that's even with my modifications. I spend a lot of my time doing this. So be prepared for that, or be prepared to mod the game if you don't want to spend your time doing that. Which is perfectly possible. Not a big deal at all. What are we doing here? How are we doing? I always feel like I don't get as much wood as I should out of these things. Okay, that is enough. And let's plant these as well. So yeah, I'm getting a lot more sticks now, you see. Let's get this going before we go to sleep for the night. So, and I'm just shift right clicking repeatedly. Can I hold it down? Oh, I can hold it down. I just learned something, folks. You can just hold it down. You don't have to keep clicking like I was just doing like a doofus. And here. So this is my pit. You can make it as big or as small as you want, as long as it's doesn't have any air in it. I think I just misclicked on something that I did not want to misclick on. Dang it. Okay. So now I need a piece of grass, which is something I do not have. Well, I do. Just didn't have it on me. Here's a piece of grass. And if you remember, 1 piece of grass. Woohoo! I want to be in there. Shift right click. 1, 2. And when I finish this, I have 30 seconds to cover it up. And if I mess that up, you lose everything. So be ready. It's going, and it says at the top of the screen, 27 in-game minutes before the pile ignites. Make sure it's not exposed to air. Boom. So that's set. This is going to smoke like crazy for a while. We're going to go to bed. We're going to have a little sleep. I should have closed the door. I never think to close the door. I'm still not sure if animals and stuff move around while you're sleeping, or what's going on, why the screen is black for so long. I do not know. I do not know. Maybe I should ask. The devs are just super, super interactive and super quick to respond to things, and just super awesome in general. Never afraid to chat with them. I kind of want to empty out my inventory, like, as much as possible. I'll tell you why, folks, because I found something. I will keep my bed. I'm going to keep these just for making steps and stuff. The hammer I don't need. The axe I will need. The pickaxe I will need. Ooh, my pickaxe is getting low. Have I made another pickaxe? Oh, I have. Oh, phew. That's important, because I think I'm pretty close to out of copper. Alright, so I probably will need that. Don't need the knife blade. Put it in here for now. Torches I would like to have. I don't need the dirt if I've got these bamboo planks. I Just kind of using them because I had a lot left over. Let's put this up here. It's always good to have the spears. I like to have the spears with me in case I encountered some wild pigs. The last time I went where we're going. By the way, you'll notice I have 3 backpacks now. I only need 1 more backpack. I think I've almost got it. I need 2 more leather. 2 more leather and we'll be golden. Let's eat some bread. Do I have some more food? I've got carrots. All right, that's fine then. So I've got some inventory space. I don't even know if it's going to be enough, friends, because I have found some stuff. First of all, I went mining, mostly for copper. I've got this much copper, so that's enough for 3 tools, and I've got 2 copper bars, so we're okay for now. I found a whole bunch of bismuthenite ore. Found some sulfur and some saltpeter. But the bismuthenite is what I'm really interested in, because if I've got copper and this and zinc, I can make bronze, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's bismuth bronze. And that will let me kind of progress and mine harder materials and stuff like that and make better tools. I have no idea where to find zinc. So I asked on the Discord. I haven't checked to see if anybody answered me yet. But I'm hoping that there's an easy way. I did make a prospector's pick, which actually I have with me. I probably don't need to take that with me. There's mature flax here. I gotta remember that. I don't want to pick up everything now. I have to get into the habit of not being such a pack rat, because I wind up with a full inventory. Here? Yeah, here it is. This is my mine. Or this is my cave that I discovered. Oh. And this flat area was not here. I had to build this out. This was, there was a huge vein of copper here. So I got a ton of copper from that. And then I dug my way down. Check this out, check this out, check this out. Dynamic lighting. Whoa. Dark, light, dark, light, dark, light. So cool. Carrot. Hungry. Okay, light. So we can head down. Oh, that was scary. I was like, what are those dots? So there's a whole bunch of sulfur down here. There's plenty more, actually, that I haven't got. There is a ton of quartz, which I can't mine yet because I need bronze. You can see my platform up there. And there's some more sulfur up there. I think this pink stuff is, yeah, it's rock salt. Right now there's no use for it, but eventually that'll be used, I think, for cooking. Cooking is coming soon, apparently, which is very exciting. I really, really love cooking in games, so I'm looking forward to that. You can see I've got some torches on the wall down here from when I explored earlier. I was just looking for other types of ores. And just out of curiosity, I just wanted to explore the cave. Especially since, again, I've turned off those big scary monsters, the drifters. I did find a couple of wild boars down here, so I don't know if they spawned down here, or, I'm gonna turn the gamma up so you guys can see a little bit. Or, if they fell down, or if they came in through one of the caves or something, but I had to fight them off. And I was exploring. This is where the saltpeter is. Check this out, the saltpeter is so cool. It's like on the outside of the block, like a crust. Very cool. This is where the bismuthenite was, right here. And there's actually some more up here, but you see that? There's something up there, folks. I found a ruin. I found a great big ruin, and it's full of loot. And this is super exciting. Not only am I excited about the building materials, like I'm definitely taking these bricks, I'm definitely taking the slabs and the ladders and all that stuff, but there's also chests. I've already looted a couple, and you saw the things that I found. But there are more, and there are these loot vessels, which you break, and it gives you stuff. Some of them are going to be kind of useless junk, like, yeah, we just got dry grass, and flint and some rocks, meh. But you can also get much more useful stuff in here. So what do we got? We got some clay. One thing I don't like, if you have something in your inventory in here and you pick it up and you have space on your hotbar, they'll put it on your hotbar instead of in your inventory. So I know the devs are going to watch this. Devs are watching my videos. Hi devs, you guys are awesome. It would be nice if they would go in here if you already have it in your inventory. I think this is going to go everywhere. Let's get some of these bamboo ready. Keep the water where it is. What do we get? Andesite stone. Granite stone, chalk stone. I think chalk is useful for plaster or something. Okay, still nothing special. Let's throw a torch up. There we go. Block the water in. You get anything useful out of that? I think it's just some more clay and stuff. This hasn't been very exciting so far. Get granite stone. Alright, so no ores. I have gotten ores out of those vessels before. So I was kind of hoping for some of that. How about this one? Anything good? No, nothing good. Well, shucks. Alright, I think there's a couple more chests for me to open, though. Aged wooden fence. What's this? Is it just a rock? I think it's just a rock. And I want all the cobblestone. There's some more of the bismuth in here, as you see. I definitely want these stone bricks. I'm gonna use these in my build, like, immediately. Go up the ladder. Whoop! Don't fall down the ladder. Go up the ladder. Stay up here. I think I opened this chest already. Are there any more chests? I thought there was at least one more chest that I hadn't opened yet, but I guess I'm wrong. Dang. I was kind of hoping for... Oh, here's where that water's coming in. Let's block it off up here, shall we? There we go. That's helpful at least. But yeah, the structure is just here. It's underground, so I wouldn't have found it without exploring the caves. By the way, I love this. Go up the ladder, you stay there until you hold shift to go down. That is lovely. Thank you for that. Thank you for that so much, honestly. Alright, can I pick up this chest and bring it with me, or does it just break? I guess it just breaks. I'm gonna get to work taking all the stuff. Because this stuff is useful stuff. So I am gonna just loot the heck out of this place. And use all the materials for my own building projects. Some of this stuff you can only find in ruins, like anything that says aged wood is only findable as ruins, and there are certain things, certain recipes for things that you can only make with aged wood. Which, partly I'm like, well, I wish there was a way for us to age the wood. Hopefully they will eventually add some way to age wood. But for now, exploring and finding these ruins is the only way. So it's definitely worth doing. We got the fence here. So yeah. Oh, there was one more thing that I do want to show you folks before we finish off this episode. I can't believe how quickly half an hour goes by, you guys. It goes by way, way, way fast. It's bananas. Playing this game, I mean, the entire day will disappear. Be careful. Be warned. This game will suck your day away before you even know what's happened. So I'll take some more of this stuff, and then we'll do a cut, and I will meet you folks back, and I have one more thing to show you guys. Whoa! What the heckin' heck? Holy crap! This is new? Oh my goodness! It appears there are monsters that I was not aware of in this game. Oh, and they take a lot of hits too. They're like little light bulbs. Oh my goodness, were those like grooves or something? I heard a creepy noise. Yikes. Did they drop anything? I think... I don't think so. That was super scary, folks. I was gathering stuff. I got lots of stuff. My inventory was pretty close to full. Oh, there's more of them up there. Can I just, like, escape this way? But all of a sudden it got darker. I realized the torches that I had put in this cave the other day had gone out. Because it had been too long. Oh, do you hear that creepy music? I don't like that, guys. I gotta find out what those are. I mean, they weren't too difficult to defeat. It looks like it's nighttime. You know what? Maybe I'll dig out a little alcove right here. Pull the light up. And I do have my little bed with me. I'll just dig out a little alcove and take a nap. Holy crap, that scared the crap out of me, you guys. I was not expecting that. I was just heading back home to check out my loot. Whew. Alright, let's take a nap. Take a nap, should be safe here, I hope. So I guess the drifters are not the only aggressive creatures we gotta watch out for. There's little light bulb monsters in the caves, apparently. Ooh. All the more reason to get lanterns and stuff. Which is... Oh! We've got a slight bug here, but it's a very cool one. Oh, look at that. I missed half the day. I have figured out that you get stuck on your bed if you don't have an extra space of air above your head when you get up. Which is okay, because I'm going to break it anyway and take it with me. Okay, let's get on out of here. Let's make our way out. Back into the world. Back into the light. The scariest things around are wild boars. Don't get me wrong, wild boars can be pretty scary. It's kind of tough to pillar up in this game, I've noticed. Alright, where are we? What's going on? I think we need to go this way. Quite a ways this way. So, there's a boar over there. I'm less scared of you now, boar. I'm less scared of you after being attacked by little light bulb spiders. Alright, so those of you who are veterans of the game, you know what those are. Tell me what's up. Tell me what they are. Is there something that I can do to be safe from them? Is there something that they can drop that I might want? It will be valuable. Or should I just mod them out because they scared the crap out of me? Alright, let's drop off some of the loot here. I think... Try to put building materials in here. But it's tricky because I've got so many now. I've got all these nice aged wooden fences. I've got some extra ladders. Blue wallpaper on aged planks. I'm not even sure what that is. Oh, look at that. There is wallpaper on it. Cool. Presumably that's something that you have to find as well. I got 2 stacks of these granite bricks, which are going to look just beautiful in my smithing room. Alright, got a little bit of space in here now. My heart rate is slowly returning to normal. We're running overtime probably already. But I want to show you the last thing. So I showed you folks, all my crops need to be harvested and rotated as well. I was going to make some bigger fields before I bother planting anymore. I did find that accidental bees hive over here. I got attacked by bees, and hilariously, I ran from the bees, and the bees attacked a nearby goat, or sheep, lamb, or animal. You know the type I'm talking about. And started stinging it, and the animal, sheep, I think they're sheep, the sheep attacked me, presumably thinking that I was the cause of its stings. But you see all these little yellow dots? Those are bees. And if I had the speakers up a little higher, I would probably hear, and hopefully you guys can hear, a bit of buzzing. What's this? What's this? What's going on? So there's the hive. They look like that. They are really tough to spot, actually. Apparently you can usually hear them before you see them. So if you have the sound turned up, and you walk through areas like this, and just listen for the buzz, you will eventually find it. And then you can build the skep, which I showed you last time. You have to place, I think 7 is the number. I just placed, I think like 10 of them, however many I had with me I placed here. It has to be within 7 blocks, which is why we're up on a little platform here, because it wasn't detecting them when I put them down lower. It says how many flowers are nearby. It does take a little bit of time for it to register though, so if it doesn't change the number immediately, don't panic. You put the flowers down, you put the skep nearby, and you leave it for a while. And you wait. And I think I have to do something special to pick this up. Let me have a little snack while I think it over. And let me check the wiki. Okay, so we need an empty bag slot. I think this is there. So let's take this out, put it in here. And I think we need to hit Control 1. And then we right-click the skep to pick it up. Okay, phew. I was a little bit worried. So we're now carrying around a beehive in my hands, which is a little terrifying. I have not yet set aside a specific place for this. I do know that I want to have a specific place for it, because I will eventually have to break this thing. And when I do, it's going to release just loads of bees. And bees are angry. Bees sting you. So, there we go. I want to put it maybe even on an island. I also know that it needs space to spread, because I'm going to need to make more skeps, and the bees will have to put flowers down, and then put more skeps down, and the bees will divide and inhabit the other skeps as well. So I'm thinking maybe right around here. I can always put down more dirt later. This could be a nice place. I'm planning on having a field right there, and maybe another field over there. Just kind of spreading around, spreading my fields around, becoming more of a farmer. So let's maybe, for now, put the skep I just right-click to put it down? Yes, okay. So, nearby flowers, 0 population poor. I've gotta put the flowers back down. So I'm gonna go get some flowers. Forgot about that. I should have picked up the ones that were over here. I can do that now, of course, but it's gonna take a minute. And basically, the population of the skep will grow over time as long as there's flowers nearby. And then if you put more skeps down, they will divide into the new ones. And then you can break the ones that are full and get the honey. And of course, you also release the bees and you have to run. Now, it was a little bit cheaty, but the way I eventually, or maybe I mentioned this already, the way I escaped the bees before was by going underwater and just waiting at the bottom of the lake for a couple minutes. One of the devs told me that it usually takes about 2 minutes for the bees to finally give up and disappear. So I just stood in the bottom of the lake. And we'll say I was breathing through a reed. Come on, let's finish this up. Put some flowers down. All around, lots of flowers. Happy bees. Happy flowers. Happy Ira. So that's it. Yeah. I'm gonna have to stop recording now, even though I'm having a great time still. We gotta stop, friends. I'm so sorry. There will obviously be more of this. I'm gonna keep working on my house. I'm gonna think about what to do about the roof, if I'm gonna use those clay bricks or what I'm gonna do. If you have any ideas or suggestions or questions or anything like that, leave them in the comments. I'm always very happy to hear from you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.